Hello, my dear friends. Good morning and good evening. Namaste, namaskar. A warm welcome to this motivational series. I would say rather it's a practical discussion, an open conversation about various things that are happening in the world today. You may be a working individual, you may be a retired old man, you may be a young professional, you're still unmarried, you may be a college student, or you are a young teen. It doesn't matter. These are all discussions that brings a lot of enlightenment, and you have to survive in this world with all the challenges. And the essence of this motivational series is to bring that enlightenment as how you could be overcomers. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck in the same position. And the more stagnant, the more stuck you are, the lesser you grow, not only in your professional life, but also in your personal life. And that's not good for any of us. And that's why in our channel, if you see, the motivation series covers everything. We are not only talking about profession, we are talking about personal life, not only about personal life, about married life, about every possible things. Today, yet another beautiful day, yet another topic. A little complicated topic, but we are trying to simplify it. Who are to be actually called as idiots in this world? Now, idiot is a offensive language. You cannot call anyone an idiot. They can file a kind of a defamatory case. They can take you to court. That too, especially in public, if you make such statements, according to the law, you can be punished because it's an offense, about which we covered in a different session. But in today's session, I'm just asking this question so that you could introspect and identify if you're in that category of idiots. Now, let us take 5 or 10 steps backward. Okay, let's understand the definition of idiot. Now, the Oxford Dictionary gives you the definition who's to be called as idiot, a person who's of stupid practices. They, when we are talking about one jargon or terminology, they are introducing another one because they are unable to define. And when I went and researched, now who's to be called as a stupid person? A stupid person is the one who doesn't use his common sense. And who are the people who would not use common sense? For example, there is a parking line. They would park outside the parking line. Can we call them as common sense? There is a red light in the signal. They jump the signal. Can we call them as there are people who are crossing the road and they would not stop? Or people who go to the toilet and they don't flush and they come out. They're not worried about other people's hygiene. In a country like India, everybody can spit anywhere, even in the trains. So who are these bunch of people whom we are talking about? What is common sense? Common sense are the set of protocol defined for the welfare of human being. Therefore, we use the common sense to save one another, to save this environment, throwing the plastic bottles in the middle of the road, you know, not wearing mask when there is an order issued, right? During COVID seasons. No, nothing will happen to me. Nothing will happen to you, but you are the carrier of the virus. Because of you, another 10 people, other 10 people will die. This is all the mixed examples of how one could be tamed, that you are not a person who is using common sense. Such a person is called as a stupid person. Such a person is called as an idiot. But the way how I would look at this is little different from how the Oxford Dictionary is looking at. How I would look at things is like all of us tend to make mistakes at some or other point in life. No one is to be called as a perfect human being. We all have imperfections. But the point is, there are two ways of looking at the imperfection. Either you discover that imperfection out of your common sense and education that you have acquired from the past, or you open up your ears and be a good listener to the feedback that is coming to you without any offense. Now, both of these are very, very difficult because we are talking here about human emotions and human sensitivity and all that. The toughest thing is to receive feedback and accept that I'm wrong. People who are in corporate, you have appraisal systems. The most difficult part in the year would be appraisals, because when the feedback comes, no, 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 I'm not like this, I'm not like that, and that person has misunderstood. Is he perfect? This and that. Nobody is perfect. That is very clear. Now, how are you receptive to the thoughts of other person? You don't have to consider everything, but you cannot also rule out that all of them have come against you and all that they are talking is a lie. That can never be the truth. Correct? So A person who would not learn from his mistakes, either from the people who give the feedback, or he or she would have some self introspective capability through which they are able to discover what they had been doing is wrong, or through social media, education system, anything, right? You are able to discover. Now you have understood that's a mistake. After that, if you repeat the mistake, which means what, you're so fond of repeating the mistake because you are so much addicted to that, you cannot stop spitting on them in the middle of the road, or you cannot stop gossiping, you cannot stop sledging others, you cannot stop slandering others, you cannot stop pulling others down, right? You cannot stop looking down on others, blaming others, complaining others. I worked with many people who knew only to complain on people. Long mails they will write. But what is that measure you have taken to fix that problem? That's called as leadership quality. And you need not be a born leader. Leadership quality is nothing but a responsibility to save the society, responsibility to save your colleague, responsibility to save your friend, your neighbor, pedestrian, an unknown person. The other day, myself and one more person, she happens to be a lady, and she's also a working professional. We both were standing in the zebra line, and without her knowledge she is walking little to the front in a urge to move, and there is a truck coming, and I don't think she's watching that she's in a hurry to go and catch the bus standing on the other side. I have to literally pull her by the bag. I didn't catch her by hand. Touching is an offense. We can't touch women at all. Pulled her by the bag, and she immediately turned around. Who's pulling? And I said, there is a big truck coming. The turning radius, the rear end is going to hit your face. And then she didn't understand. But then she waited for the truck to go. Then I told her, see, it's crossing the line and all. Ah, she says, right? So you have a duty in the society to help one another using your common sense and correct one another's mistakes in a very gentle way, right? And you cannot be a complainer. Such a person can be called as an idiot, who doesn't understand his mistakes, who would not want to accept his mistakes, who have got all the time in the world to complain against the people, who always have some topic to grumble, some topic to murmur, some topic to gossip, and all that, can never be a fruitful person to the society. Now, I think this is a time for thought process. I think this is something that you can also think, because all of us, I have gone through this situation many times. I mean, before I was matured enough, a couple of decades ago, I would say anyone finger pointing little bit, immediately jumping. But the same person, I reworked on this attitude. I'm receptive to the feedback, and I'm enjoying this, because why? It's not what it's whom I see in the mirror. It's not what others see in me. Yeah, I may think I'm great, I may think I'm somebody, but I'm nobody in the sight of people. And I will tell you what, collecting feedback also is an act about which also we have spoken in other sessions. You could find out what people are thinking in a unofficial way, in an informal way. Talk to people and keep receiving. Or maybe, you can also set up spies. What are they talking about me? Come and tell me, then only I will get to know. There's nothing wrong, but spy system is not a great idea, but sometimes you will have to do that. What to do, right? What are people thinking of me? Only in a positive way. So, my dear beloved friends, this is going to definitely help you, because if the inner conscience changes, is when the externals will come to light. And when people, okay, by the way, I have to tell you this: people may not call you idiots, but in their mind, they are definitely going to think you are one of them. So that is why this introspection is going to really help. And please do not give that opportunity to anyone to call you an idiot, even in their hearts. At the same time, being an idiot, you are such a negative element to the society. Any country, anywhere you may live, the country won't prosper. Imagine if there is a population of 1 crore, 100,000 people in a city or a little town, and if half of the people are like this, the city won't grow. The more measures the government may take, it will never work. If you don't follow the rules, regulation, nothing will work. It is a disaster in many countries and many cities for this reason. uh, a great appetite for your thought. Please think about it. And God bless all of you. Thank you for watching. Share this video with whomever you know. Subscribe, and you will start getting so many other motivational videos. They are already in the playlist. Please go through them. Hundreds of videos are there. Please go through them. It's only for your benefit. Thank you for watching. Namaste. God bless.